Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and I'm back to do another About Last Nightmare. This one's going to be a little bit late. I ran around today after I posted my video this morning, and it was really hot outside, and I got home, and I was just feeling really, really nauseous. Um, so I talked to Nick, and I said, is there any way we can postpone this until tomorrow? And Nick is just so easygoing, so easy breezy, that he was just like, sure, man, whatever you need. And, he's just a great dude. But there's one thing I want to tell you, Nick, if you're watching. Narcolepsy is a disease. Anyway, this is another episode of About Last Nightmare. And this week, we decided to continue in our subspecies marathon by doing a film that is very much connected to subspecies, although doesn't have any of the characters from the first three films. The film of which I speak is Vampire Journals. Definitely a cool film. Vampire Journals clocks in at 82 minutes and was done in 1997. And of course, once again, was directed by Ted Nicolau, who also directed the Subspecies films, and he had his hand in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I believe it was Location Sound, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a few weeks. My memory's going. But anyway, um, I love this film. I have for a long time. I looked it up on IMDb, and oddly enough, this film gets a 5.7, which in IMDb terms means it's halfway decent, because, they don't really give credit to horror movies. And that'll probably never change, but, oh well. So, the three main people in this film is a good vampire, and that's kind of how I'm going to break it down, because that's kind of how the movie comes across. A good vampire named Zachary, played by David Gunn. David Gunn was in The Grave Dancers, which was one of the 8 films to die for, but he was uncredited. He was also in The Covenant, and not the one with the like the Teeny Bopper Covenant, but there's a different one. I haven't seen it yet, but it has a woman on the front, a woman's face. And then we have our bad vampire, which is named Ash, cool name, played by Jonathan Morris. Jonathan was in Scream Time, which I do believe is a Full Moon picture, and I have seen it. It's kind of like an anthology film. And he was also in Doctor Who, where he played, let's see if I can read my own handwriting, Chella, if that's right. I've never seen it, but I knew that he was in it. And finally, the girl that one's trying to save and the other one's trying to possess, is named Sophia and is played by Kristen. God, I need to learn how to write better. I cannot read my own handwriting. Okay, we'll just go with Kristen, because I cannot read my handwriting. Now, they are pursuing her. I'll let Nick take care of the synopsis, but it's kind of like one is pursuing her for her musical skills to make her immortal. The other one is trying to save her soul, trying to save her from the bad vampire. So, and I know Nick's going to say something about this, but it kind of comes across as a Interview with a Vampire sort of film. Now, some cool things about this, or one cool thing, is it was still filmed in Romania, as well as the USA. It has a very gothic feel, but not quite as not quite as old school as the Subspecies films. It has a more urban gothic feel, if that makes sense. You'd have to see it. It's a very good film. I really like it. I think it's a good. I think I told Nick last night. I think it's an extremely good companion film to the Subspecies films. Um, but yeah, tune in to Nick, the Last Shoegazer, and he's going to do part two of About Last Nightmare, where he's going to give our synopsis and our rankings and overall, our overall take on the film. I have had a ball doing this. Um, I cannot say thank you enough to Nick for doing this with me. It's been a lot of fun. I look forward to many more weeks of doing this, of keeping on giving you guys, um, videos for About Last Nightmare. And eventually, I believe I've stated before that we are going to try to get together and actually watch a film together and kind of do a review together. So be looking for that in the coming months. So this is where I turn it over to Nick for About Last Nightmare Part 2. So make sure you guys tune into that, and I will leave that in the description box below. If you like what you see and hear, hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.